Hello and welcome. As you can no doubt tell, I am adding a Prehistorik Man from the Interplay Collection 2 to my ever-growing list where I rank every Evercade game ever. Prehistorik Man was developed by Titus and released for the Super Nintendo in 1995, or 1995 in Japan and 1996 in the Western markets. So pretty late for a Super Nintendo game, so it's no wonder I'd never heard of it before getting the Evercade, as I had long since moved on from the Super Nintendo come 1996. It is, I believe, the third game in a series, with the original Prehistorik being released for the Amiga, Atari ST, Amstrad CPC, MS-DOS and the Commodore CD-TV. Interestingly, the sequel, Prehistorik 2, was just released for MS-DOS and the Amstrad CPC. But anyway, enough about prequels that aren't even on the Evercade. This third game, Prehistorik Man, sees you playing a caveman named Sam, who is summoned by the village chief to gather food and help the village survive the impending winter after a bunch of greedy dinosaurs have stolen the village food supply, which makes a change from saving cute animals or a princess or something. Anyway, let's go through the usual thing, breaking it down to graphics and sound and things, so let's get started with the graphics. And as you can no doubt tell, the graphics are pretty good, with bold, cartoony sprites, some pretty good animation, although not Earthworm Jim levels of animation, they're certainly good enough. The characters are a bit wacky looking, there's some pretty goofy looking dinosaur type things, there's the almost typically overly vibrant look of the SNES colour palette that was used very often. So yeah, it's generally a good looking game, although maybe not among the very best of the Super Nintendo's library. It looks decent and there's a good variety in backgrounds with some nice effects here and there.
Sound and music.
The sound effects are pretty decent, they're largely what you'd expect, but between Sam's shout ability sounding like a shout sound effect and the various hits as you hit things, yeah, the sound effects are pretty good. The music is it's okay, it's nothing special. It's upbeat, it's quite jaunty, and it really screams 1990s sort of cartoon jungle with sort of tribal style beats, and yeah, it's fine, but it's not catchy or memorable.
Gameplay.
For the most part, Prehistorik Man is a run and jump platformer. Sam can walk, he can jump, he can hit enemies with his club, he has a shout attack which will take time to charge up, but it's powerful and wipe out the various enemies on the screen. He can also run, which he does on all fours like a dog. And while his main weapon is a club, you do get other weapons throughout the various levels, and a lot of the levels are a little bit gimmicky. And it's not just weapons you also get various weapons, be it a hang glider, a pogo stick, or riding rafts and things. It's not wholly original, but it mixes things up, and I think it does it in a pretty good way for the most part. There's also plenty to collect, although it's not exactly essential. The number of bones and things that you get through a level you're judged on at the end. That doesn't stop you from progressing. The controls are generally quite responsive, but your attack timing is a little bit on the tight side, and the vehicle physics are quite varied. Oh, and Sam's jump is a little bit floaty, it takes a little bit getting used to. The levels are often large and give you a sense of exploration, there's plenty of hidden stuff in there as well. The gimmick levels break things up a bit, and it's quite vertical as well, but some levels do get a bit overlong and feel drawn out. Some of the enemy placement can be a bit cheap, some of the gimmicky levels can be a little bit frustrating, and there's the odd difficulty spike here and there. But for the most part it's a genuinely fun platformer which is nice and varied.
Overall opinion.
Prehistorik Man is a pretty ambitious mascot platformer for the 90s. It looks good, it sounds okay, and it plays well. While it might not be on par with the very best platformers from the Super Nintendo, it is one of the better mascot platformers on the Evercade. I might not quite call it hidden gem, but it is decent and probably overlooked. It's not one I hear people talk about all that often.
Ranking.
To place Prehistorik Man on my ever-growing list where I rank every Evercade game ever, I've elected to put it above Alter Ego, but below Lee. placing it at 159 out of 430 games that I've ranked so far. Anyway, I think that's everything for today's video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.